Bulaga. Malamang nagtataka kayo kung bakit naka-helmet tayo habang nakipag-usap or habang nagre-record ng video na to. Ang rason kasi dyan, ginagamit ko itong intercom natin para maging mic dito sa ating Ace Pro action camera. Para na rin maiwasan yung mga background noise kasi andito tayo ngayon sa farm ni Papang. So marami dito mga manok-manok at kung ano-ano pa na pwede maging background noise. So para ma-isolate, ginamit natin yung ating intercom as our mic. Medyo mainit nga lang. But anyway, hindi yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon is yung process ng pagpapalanding ng inyong drone sa inyong kamay. So madalas may mga pagkakataon kapag nagre-ride tayo na kailangan natin palandingin yung ating drone sa kamay. Kung hindi kayo marunong noon, it is a must na kailangan nyo kasi hindi most of the time, even yung surface na papalandingan nyo ng drone, most of the time, meron din mga places na mabuhangin or minsan maraming mga damo which is not ideal place for a drone to take off and also land. So, kailangan mo ng skill na yon if ever na meron kang drone. Especially for mini drones. On my end, I have Mini 3 Pro and yung Mini 3 Pro meron siyang sensor forward and backward at meron din siyang sensor pababa for landing and all that. So recently, nagkaroon tayo ng landing crash landing. So I would say crash landing kasi no, during the landing dito sa aking kamay, for some reason, nagkamali ako. So, na-outbalance dahil sa ginawa ko, yung yung ilisin ng drone tumama sa aking kamay. At, syempre, because of that, syempre, wala. Nag-crash na yung ating drone. So, right now, I'm going to show you, based on my experience, the ways on how you can avoid from crash landing your drone when you are doing palm landing. Okay? So especially may mga instances na pumupunta tayo sa mga ibang lugar at kailangan natin magpalipad ng drone sa mga ganitong klaseng scenario na merong atip. 'Di ba? Halimbawa, ito yung lugar at meron diyang bangin minsan or minsan dagat diyan or kung ano-ano pa na hindi ka pwedeng lumabas para magpalipad ng drone. So we have no choice but our drone take off from the inside and also lalo na pagpa-landing kailangan din natin siyang papasukin inside, 'di ba? So, yes, we are going to check or try kasi ang ating drone is meron siyang cinematic, meron siyang normal mode at sports mode. Cinematic, this is the one that is lowest yung speed ng drone mo. It is mainly used for cinematic shots and yung normal is yung normal yung drone mo, yung takbo niya and yung sports mode, ito yung ginagamit usually for sports. Kaya nga sports, no, halimbawa may mga hinahabol ka na mga sasakyan or something like that. Gusto mo mas mabilis yung drone mo, you have to put it on sports mode. Now, ang cinematic and normal mode, naka-enable yung kanyang mga sensors. Like yung for forward niya, yung back sensor niya, naka-enable. So, ibig sabihin kapag merong obstacle, automatic siyang ina-avoid or nag-i-stop. Depende sa settings na ginawa nyo sa drone ninyo. Pero you have an option na kapag merong obstacle, mag-hover na lang siya or maggagawa siya ng paraan para mag-iwasan yung obstacle na yon. Okay? Now, for the sports mode naman, ito yung naka-disable yung kanyang mga sensor. So, ibig sabihin, kapag ka extra careful ka dapat kapag ka naka-sports mode ka kasi pag sports mode, konting pihit mo lang ng inyong remote, talagang mabilis siya. So, yes. And also, kung may obstacle, hindi siya iiwas kasi naka-turn off yung obstacle. With that being said, what we are going to do is we are going to try kung ang sports mode is the answer para maiwasan natin yung crash landing ng ating drone. So, anong nangyari kasi, when I was landing my drone, ang ginawa ko is ginalaw ko yung kamay ko at hindi ko maalala kung naka-cinematic mode pa siya or naka-normal mode pa. So, ang tendency ng drone, because naka-enable yung kanyang sensor, syempre, akala niya obstacle yung kamay mo, umangat siya, umaakyat pa rin siya. So, ginawa ko, hinahabol ko siya hanggang sa natamaan ko. So, because of that error, of course, we had our drone crash. And fortunately, hindi naman, akala ko bali yung drone natin. Fortunately, okay naman siya, walang damage and all that. Nasira lang yung kanyang LEC, but that's not a problem kasi napapalitan naman yung kanyang LEC. And we have the Flymore combo, we have extra propellers naman. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and try the different settings ng drone na ito and see kung yung sports mode nga ang mag-work or ang solusyon sa ating problema. So in any mode, cinematic, normal, or sports mode, kailangan mo lang make sure that you have enough clearance as much as possible. Kung pwede mong i-avoid magpa-landing sa ganitong location na merong atip sa taas, you have to avoid that. Pero kung walang choice, keep in mind na dapat pag magpapalanding ka, huwag mong iangat yung kamay mo para hindi ma-detect ng sensor at umakyat yung drone mo, which might cause for it to hit the roof na kagaya ng ganito. So, ilagay mo lang yung kamay mo steady to a point na hindi siya umaangat, and then palandingin mo siya sa inyong kamay para maiwasan yung crash landing. Okay? So, I hope that helped. Once again, this is John. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And once again, if you are interested in motorcycle related defense, travel, and gadgets, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you. I'll see you again on the next one.